Hello YouTube, I'm David with the David West channel. Well, here's a piece of shortleaf pine that I found on the ground right down here. Been out in the weather, been out in the rain. Let's go ahead and make a bow drill set out of this. And I want to show you drying cycles, which is drying out the working surfaces of your spindle and divot using friction. Once you get to the place where you can make bow drill embers, it's very important. The next thing you need to learn is how to deal with the moisture that's going to be in the sets as you try different varieties, whether you harvest things green and let them dry out, or whether you find something on the ground and have to let it dry out, or whether you're trying to use it at the moment with all that moisture in it. You have to learn drying cycles. Drying cycles is merely doing the burn in, letting up on it so that the spindle tip that's smoking and the divot that's smoking, which is not smoke, it's actually steam, that steam can escape. And you're just going to keep repeating that. You're going to keep doing that until your fireboard produces dark dust. So you'll do that like I have many times. You do it before you cut the notch, so you're doing it at the burn in, and then after you cut the notch. Most certainly, if you do it before and after, once you start seeing dark dust after the notch is cut, you can feel sure that the working surfaces are dry enough for you to go for an ember. It's got brown dust now. We're going to go until the dust is black. That's more brown dust. So there's a lot of moisture in this particular set. And now we have black dust. So now these two working surfaces are dry, this one and this one. All right, let me cut my notch and I'll be right back. Okay. My phone just gave me a notice that I'm low power, so let's see how far we can get before the phone cuts off. Doing more drying cycles, because this is really, really damp materials. All right, shortleaf pine on shortleaf pine, showing you drying cycles with a pine needles tinder bundle. We might do a leaves tinder bundle depending on how much power I have left after this. Sometimes you'll be doing drying cycles and you look and see it's already ignited. This one here is close to being ignited. Let's see if we can go for the ember this time. A lot of moisture in this set. Okay, we did not get ignition. It should be this time. Looks like it might be ignited, hopefully, after about 6 tries. That just shows you how much moisture was in that thing. Now, if I got enough power in my battery, in my camera, we'll let that coalesce. I can't show you this. Here's my bearing block end. And that's how pointy the hot end of the spindle got. But we went through there with drying cycles before the notch and after the notch, and you see that it was just loaded with moisture. But we got that moisture to expel itself and ended up with a good ember. It's going to be a slow growing ember because all that dust right there has probably got some moisture in it. But it is success. Sometimes you have to go down to the very last opportunity like we had here. I was almost all the way through the board, and it was that last try that got us the ember. So let's give that a chance to coalesce and build up. Go. The thing about this one was difficult, wasn't it? Let's go ahead and put these shavings in on it from making the set. Now, the flames and the embers were over on this side. I put all them shavings over on that side as not to smother it out. So hopefully the battery lasted long enough for this. If it didn't, well, let me just say our goodbyes then. Y'all, I'm still groggy. I guess you could tell it throughout the whole video that I'm kind of laid back and groggy and choosing my words carefully. I still have to take sleep aids at night because the shingles in my ear itches and burns so much that I can't go to sleep. So I have to take something. So I've been groggy throughout this one. We'll see if it shows up all that bad. All right, y'all. I appreciate you joining me on this one. We'll catch you on the next one.